All right, y'all. We got a real quick video. I just ran across something and I'm about to do this live for Potomac. But I was like, let's talk about this real quick because I got to run some errands after the live. So I said, all right, let's talk about it real quick. So I just saw on the Housewives of Atlanta Instagram page, and I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go listen to it for yourselves. But the caption reads, and actually, I'm gonna pull it up because I feel like y'all have got to see this to believe it. And some of you guys may have seen this actually earlier, and we're gonna talk about how. So it's about Nene Leakes' discrimination lawsuit, and they are saying that the lawsuit is final and it is in her favor. So let me pull it up and I'm going to tell you what we actually hear when you listen to the audio. All right. So the audio comes from Dish Nation and they are saying that Nene Leakes is paid. All right. So let's get into what was said by Gary with the T, and I'm going to see if you guys can hear this audio.
Housewives of Atlanta Star has settled her discrimination lawsuit, and they're saying in principle with Bravo $20 million from the network. And there's
Okay, so $20 million from the network is what is being alleged that she's getting. And we'll talk, we actually have heard something like this before months ago, but we'll get into where and how later. Okay. So Gary with the T is alleging $20 million.
and Nene seems very happy with the settlement, and they're saying, everybody's happy for Nene. Nene's payout will be in the form of money, a check, and a commitment from Bravo to produce shows for her in the near future.
So this is saying that not only is she getting the commitment from Bravo for the 20 million, but also a commitment from the network to produce shows from her, I'm assuming on streaming as well. Okay, so let's get further into it.
They said that this settlement is going to be something similar to Monique's settlement with Netflix, y'all. They said, which provide her a huge cash payout, plus the promise of multiple specials on the streaming platform, y'all. So congratulations.
And multiple specials under the streaming platform. So I'm assuming that would be Peacock. Don't know. Don't really know. What I can say is this is interesting. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a payout. Um, Simply because we do know that the situation has come and quietly gone and died down. And so it kind of makes you wonder, hmm, like what really did happen? So, of course, the first thing that I did was I said, let me go research, what the tea is surrounding all of this, right? Let's see what the tea is surrounding all of this. So that led me over to All About the Tea. Now, All About the Tea had indicated, I think this was back in, and I'll place the link in the description so you guys can read this article as well. The link reads exclusive Nene Leakes scores blockbuster payday in discrimination lawsuit against Bravo. Settlement details leaked. All right. And so we all know what the lawsuit was for. I could go over it. Nene said that she was blacklisted for speaking out against the network. She wanted to stop discrimination against Black women. She faced racially insensitive behavior from the Caucasian head of a corporation. um you know there was, the court document stated that you know there was a workplace culture in which racially insensitive and inappropriate behavior is tolerated if not encouraged. So there was all of these allegations. All right. And so we also knew that the case was allegedly dismissed, and it had something to do, according to All About the Tea, with contractual agreements in place between all Bravo celebrities and the network. All About the Tea says Bravo contracts are very clear. Bravo talent cannot litigate against the network or the production company. They have to arbitrate through a jams arbitrator of the network's choice. All right. Now, here is where All About the Tea said back in August. They said that she settled for around 4.5 million in what they say is hush money, and that she allegedly signed a confidentiality agreement slash non-disclosure with a non-disparagement clause. So moving forward, she can't really make any negative statements about Bravo, Andy, Cohen, or any of the production companies. All right. Wow. Like, I'm trying to think what are we seeing here? What are we hearing here? Is it true? Like, the reason I'm leaning towards there definitely is some truth to this is because it's just been coming up in so many places. Let me check one more of my trusted resources to see if anything has been stated. And again, guys, this is again, we're going on what's printed here. So I will tell you to check with the sources. But I do think it's interesting. Wouldn't it be nice to see Nene Leakes back on our screens in some way, shape, or form, connected with the network that also helped make her a household name? I think that would be just genius if they were able to find a way to work this out. Okay. But again, we had all kind of suspected that things had worked out in her favor as well because of certain little stipulations that we had been hearing about, in terms of, well, apparently, you know, this was dismissed without prejudice. So again, as All About the Tea reported back in August, all parties consent and stipulate to the foregoing dismissal. No party will seek recovery of costs or attorney's fees in any submission to this court. All right. And without prejudice means that she can still refile the case at a later date if she so chooses. So there was some indication even back then that things had worked out in her favor. We just weren't sure in what way. Let me know in the comments down below, if you think this is true, if you think that the amounts are accurate. I would be interested in, just seeing what the outcome of this would be. If Gary with the T is correct and Nene Leakes is moving forward and, there's going to be specials with the network, I'm here for it. Like, let's move on. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping and get some new things going, because I feel like this could be some good stuff right here. But do y'all want Nene to come back? Because I feel like the fans kind of want it. I think a lot of us are nostalgic for the days gone by. But again, I'm interested in hearing your feedback. Okay. What do y'all want to see? Because ultimately, the viewers are the ones who are driving in the driver's seat, I feel like, nowadays, because we are the ones who dictate, what's popping and what's not by what we watch and our viewership. So let us know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.